What up? What up? Let's see what we got here. All right. Let me pop out the check quick. Pop it out. Pippity. Where is this? OBS. There it is. All right. Let's do it. This thing dead or what? A little juice. Where is my... All right, cool. Let's take a peek. Shall we? I want this sun. Let's see what we got here, boys and girls. Bitcoin's money flow is looking juicy. It still looks juicy to me. Higher time frames, it's really, it's holding up pretty well. Quite surprisingly well, actually. I'm going to stand. My back is killing me. I'm hunched over here. Giving it. I don't know what to do with my hands. My desk is slowing down, guys. Slowing down. All right. We still have decent divergence. My Xbox just turned itself on. That's insane. Just turn that off. Yeah. I'm expecting super low volume today. I'm not expecting much. It may bleed, up or down in that sense, like just a nice slow, but I'm expecting a range of a whole lot of nothing today. And then tomorrow may be juicy before the weekend. Maybe. You had the Fed meeting, the FOMC stuff yesterday. Today's a holiday. One day before the weekend, people may get a little spicy. A little jalapeno. I do want this. Did we hit the order block yet? I don't think so. No, we SFP'd this high here. I am thinking we're gonna at least bleed a little bit more down to this very low. But who the fuck am I? And Link broke bearish. Yeah, let's see, Link broke bullish, now broke bearish. Now the question is, are we rotating back down, right? Boom, boom, boom. Coming down, grabbing liquidity before we continue up. Or, because it's just, even the 30-minute too, right? 30-minute broke bullish, now broke bearish. there's a week break, right? So is this just a little, we came up a little bit, grabbed some of this little liquidity here, blah, 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 at the chop. Let's see something quick. Let's just do that. I'm assuming the POC's here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. We almost filled the entire range of the value area at least. What about this? I prefer this. We did fill it if you do that. Okay. Well, interesting. I don't know. We'll see. I am liking ETH better though than Bitcoin, and I'm liking SUI actually. But I like SUI, assuming we get to one of these levels. I think it'd be a decent short. We got some nice bullish divergence coming in. The problem is the money flow's coming out, but this can just roll. We are at a decent location, right? What are we doing here? I'm not going to draw the whole box, but you get the gist. Right? We tapped in, a little rotation up before continuation down. Maybe, who knows? 10, 8. Yeah, but the money flow's coming out, so like I just feel like it can just continue to roll, continue to bleed. I'm gonna start at the weekly and work our way down here on ETH. 5-day. I'm just looking at the oscillator. I know where the candles are. I want to see what the oscillator's done over the past 24 hours overnight. Bearish divergence on the 3. Money flow's holding strong. 2-day bearish divergence. Money flow is in the green still. So we could have another pop up here. Even though this is coming out, we got a higher low, low, higher low, low, lower low. So this is hidden bullish divergence actually. A lot of green dots are being printed. Excuse me. I wouldn't hate a rotation up. Wouldn't hate it. But I mean, if you look, right, we got higher highs here, lower highs. We got bearish divergence, and we're curving out still. Right? Yeah, the money flow is coming back up, but I mean, it did it here too, right? So we had a little pop up, then we came back down. So maybe come up, grab some of these order blocks here. Value area high. This guy here. It's probably the value area high of this little chop we're in right now. Yeah. I don't know, because this looks like it just wants, yeah, look at that right there, boom. It's kind of hard to see because VWAP, the shade behind it, this is the, right, you see it coming up like this. But this is also it. Let me here, I'll draw it for you. Right, so you got this one here. Don't mind that, too zoomed in out of 3 hour. Let's do this, see if that'll help. I'm struggling. Right, this comes up and it comes down. You get the gist. This one, same thing, right? This is coming up. It's right here, right? So assuming it's going to come down, or they're both going to shoot up. But that's what we're looking at right there, right? That's what this is. Momentum wave continuation. But a potential roll. Potential. Potential. I'm going to make this big because I'm looking at that mainly. Make it big. Bearish divergence. Money flow is coming out, right? Longer term trend. We're coming out. We're bleeding, right? You can see the difference in height. Overall curvature. Granted, this is a lower high. I mean, but it makes sense, right? We're curving out. I'm expecting more downside at some point. I just don't know how high we're going to go before then, or if at all, to be honest. I mean, anything can change over the next, between today, we'll see what tomorrow brings on the weekend. I mean, it's late Sunday, Monday, that's a long ways away. A lot of things can change for me in that time. So anything I tell you guys is what I'm seeing today. I cannot, and I can change like this. And it's not that I'm wrong. That's day trading. It's technical analysis, right? If I'm looking at the higher time frames here, right, just a weekly saying we should be rolling. If we're rolling here, we're coming for this low all the way at 1375. The 3-day is coming down. 5, the 4, same shit. But then you get the 2-day bearish divergence. Money flow is holding strong, right? But then you go on the daily, nice bearish divergence, but this looks like it could be rolling up. A lot of it's not crystal clear here. So like I'm saying, I wouldn't mind a little pop up to come back down if that's the case. But we'll see what I don't think we're going to have that move at least until Sunday, unless something changes today, later today, maybe tomorrow. But as of right now, it doesn't look like it's ready to happen right now. A little more sideways action. I would love this, right? We got all of our EMA, our 5-minute EMAs bunching up here. If you were to pull a value area on this particular range we're in right here, it's the point of control. But what I would really like is this, ready? This is the range we're in. Point of control, right? The line's right up. So you guys do what you will. But this is a very good area of interest for Brian here. One of these two for a rejection. Yes, we're bullish. You know, we're at the low of the range, right? So it makes sense to rotate back up. Just keep that in mind on the 15-minute at least. So just don't do anything silly. Make sure you understand what you're looking at here, because today's going to suck. Today's going to eat a lot of people alive. This low volume sucks. It really sucks. Don't over leverage yourself. And I really would love to come down for this guy here. And if we do, I will be looking for a long there, unless things are screaming in the opposite direction. This is a fantastic long location, right? What's going on here? Why is my fib not showing everything here? 6-1. Oh, who did that? Did I do that? Was I drunk? What? Why would I do that? I got to figure out what colors I want to do on this shit, because, right, which blue is this? I don't even know. If I do orange for golden pocket, it's still not going to be that. It's not going to be easy to see. It's going to be too light. Actually, is this right on this? What do you guys think? That's better? More better there? I don't really love that, but for now it's okay. Yeah, see, 3-minute order block right here. This is what we're in. Boom. Little rejection area. Hidden bearish divergence coming in, but it's a 3-minute, right? Keep that in mind. I'm not saying we're not going to see a rejection here. I'm just saying, just keep in mind it's only a 3-minute. Yeah, it's also a 5-minute. It's also a 6-minute. Yeah, so there should be a decent amount of orders here to be refilled. How strong it's going to be, I don't know. It's only a 3-minute. 3-minute, 5-minute, 6-minute. I gotta turn my light on here. Why is this all fucked up? Whatever. I don't know, guys. I don't have fucking light. Bear with it. Get over it. And this, to me, this is just like a decent short location, though. At least for a little bitty baby rotation. What's the 30-second looking like? Let's go down to seconds, right? On a very, very low volume day. Sounds like a great idea. Probably shouldn't even trade today. If I lose money, I'm going to yell at myself once again and say, you said you're not trading Saturdays and holidays. Sui? You looking bullish? Yeah, buddy. Erythrium? Why is my phone doing that? What's wrong with my phone? Who put it on Do Not Disturb? Interesting. Yeah, this is too damn dull for Brian. We're going back to our roots here. Just one down from white. Yeah, this is also 786 on the 5-minute pull, right? So if you look at Bitcoin, guys, right, we're bearish. This is the range we're in. Even if you want to extend it a little bit, I don't give a shit what you do. But in a nutshell, this is what we're looking at. And I don't expect us to break this range today. Maybe come to the low of it, maybe go to the high of it, but I'm not expecting us to break it, at least for the first half of the day. I can't see the volume coming in to do so. Excuse me. See bearish, the higher end of it. What's going on there? Hold on a second, guys. Oh, my wife is texting me. It's coming through on the computer. Why is it doing that? I don't know. You know, stupid holidays. On the bright side, my birthday's tomorrow. I think I'm turning 33. I think. It's a good day. Have a good dinner, have a couple pops. I think I'm going to a buddy's house, actually. Going to do dinner with my wife, my wife, my buddy, his wife, and his 2 kids. And my kid. It'll be nice. It'll be a nice night. Nice, calm night. Maybe even go fishing afterwards. Who knows? A late night fishing sesh. I'm in. Birthday bass would be nice. Birthday ass, birthday bass. Boom, boom. I don't know. Be sweet. I'm in. Not going to happen. Neither are going to happen. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to roll right here a little bit, right? These can still come down. The 2, yeah, the 1, yep. I mean, like I said, guys, if you're looking at this, let me get rid of this value right here. Let me get rid of these EMAs. We don't need them. Out of here, mate. Let's see something quick. Is this going to generate quick or no? Goodbye, Shihai. I'll put you on later. If you're looking at this in the sense of where is it? Oh yeah, wow! I was having a tough time there, guys. You know, let's go to the 4-hour. Let's see what the 4-hour looks like. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's do this right here. All right, there's something, I mean, you do it how you wish. Right? You can play with it. But if we break down out of this, we break this low. Boom, looking for a retest and a continuation. I'm looking for this whole move up to be up. That's what it looks like to me. This is a very big move. I don't know. Things can change, but like this, either we're going to break up or we're going to eat them all right back up. We're going to come right back down to here unless we break up, right? Obviously, we break up, different story. But if we break down and this is a lower high, right? Boom, boom. We break bearish internally, high, low, higher, high, break the low. We change bearishly internally on the weekly. We come up, lower, high. We're taking this low. And we're coming for this 786. We're coming for this weekly order block down here. Order block, blockity block. Actually, let's just do this. Right? You tell me that doesn't make sense. Makes sense to Brian. Granted, we have some stops along the way. I'm not saying we don't have stops along the way, and I'm not saying this is going to happen. But it doesn't look out of the deck of cards, right? It's there. I'm counting cards, and the probability is saying maybe we go up, maybe we go down. I don't know, right? That's the probability saying up or down. Who knows? No, but seriously, it's looking potentially down. Because if this is truly a lower high, we're going to take this low and we're going to go lower. What's next? This guy. What's next? These liquidity guys. And what's next? These guys here. And then after that, hold on to your Charles. Hold on to your trousers, because we're going to go low. This is... All right, look at this. Look. Woo! Yeah, buddy. I got it on this too, by the way. I had a limit there. Should be taking profits, but I think we're going lower. So I move my stop loss to right here. I'm in profit a little bit. No blood. Either I make some money or I don't. Now, is that stupid on a holiday? Yeah, it's probably stupid, but it doesn't look good. So how do I... The problem is my TA is very rarely right on a Saturday and on a holiday. It's not that it's wrong. It just doesn't play, right? It bleeds. It just takes its time and it doesn't happen. So I should probably just take my profits and then wait for it to happen. But I don't know. Something about Juneteenth. I feel like today's a good day. For profits, that is. What was I going to show you guys? You don't even know. I don't know. Where's the index? No. Why don't I have XC there? Okay. Here we go. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bibby Show. Am I on log? Yeah, I was on log. Holy shitballs. All right. If we're in a broadening wedge here, which is very possible, that's not what I wanted to show you, but I got so much stuff drawn here. I don't even like this. Minimize that. If that's the case, if we're going to go wick to wick, we got to go to the wick, right? We can't just start making shit up. I mean, we can. It's my chart. I can do whatever I want. I can do what I want. Perfect. If this is all one big bull cycle, right? I hear you explode. I hear you. Fucking A. But think about this, explode. You're probably gonna disagree with me, but I don't really give a shit. Fuck you. We never came back and grabbed this, right? So let's just don't forget that. But if you're looking at this whole Jimmy John right here, right? Remember, this is the monthly chart. Actually, no, let's go to the 2 week. It'll be easier to see on the 2 week. Yeah. Right? Up, down, up, down. Is this just one big bull cycle or one big just cycle in general? Because if that's the case, why can we not rotate all the way back down to here? Right? To me, this makes all the sense in the world. Does it not make sense? I mean, if you pull from this impulse, we still haven't even touched it. If you want to pull from that to this, we never came back for it. Like, there's so much, and this order block here looks juicy to me. There's so many reasons to come lower, and everyone who's holding all the way up here, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not convinced that we're not in for a doomsday dump, right? If this comes down, right? If Bitcoin, because where we are right now, right? Bitcoin broke all-time highs. ETH did not. Okay? ETH did not. Weekly chart. Ethereum. You know, we're in the middle of the range pretty much, but we are 1,300 days out of the high, and we are down 48.5%. We'll call it a brisk. We'll just call it 50%. All right, I'm not nitpicking 2%. 50%. If Bitcoin dumps all the way down, right? Bitcoin. I mean, I know Bitcoin's not at the all-time high anymore, but it's above 100 grand. If we come all the way back down, even down to here somewhere, right? Somewhere, call it just the top of this demand. It's a 30% drop. This stuff's going to drop a hell of a lot more than 30%. 60%. I mean, looking down here, 50%. That makes more sense to me. Makes more sense to me. I don't know. I don't want to create FUD, but if you're looking at it this way, right? Bearish divergence, we led to a crash. And what do? We came down and this does not look right though for some reason. Why is this not? I wasn't in log. Oh, that makes more sense. It didn't look right. Here we are. Now we're in log. Jesus. Guys, lock it up, would you? All right, this is better. This is better. So if you're looking at it, that makes me so much happier because I was like, I didn't even know what to say at the time. You saw me stuttering a bunch. I was like, I don't know. This is not what I was looking at. That's fine. That's good enough. What's to say? Right? Look at this. Big move, smaller move, smaller move. I wouldn't even consider that a break. I would just consider this one move. But either way, it doesn't matter. Why can't we come all the way back down, break this double top, and come all the way back down to here? Yeah? You're telling me this isn't a time for a black swan? Right? Like, we have the tariffs, we got China shit, we got Iran shit going on. I mean, guys, this is a time for things to crash, and it may not be for the worse. I mean, in my opinion, shit's unsustainable. How long could we keep on this trajectory for without printing a fuck ton of money? United States, that is, right? To me, this is all. I think it's all artificial money. I think it's all fucking fake money. Fugazi, not just here, stock market, all of it. You stop printing all that money, it's going to come back down to reality. But they're probably going to turn the money printers on soon, right? They're going to lower rates. People are going to start throwing some cash wherever it's going to go, which is great. But we're still hanging out cool. If you look at it this way, right, we have unmitigated demand here. We have unmitigated demand here. And I'm saying we don't have to come back for this stuff. I'm just spitballing here. I'm shooting from the hip. Just shooting from the hip, right? We don't have the healthiest price action on the 2-week chart, right? Let's go to the 1 month now. Let's see if the 1 month looks better. Yeah, it does. Okay, great. This is not like a rounded top, right? Come down, come back up, make another lower high, and then I'm not saying it's going to happen here in 2028. I'm just saying if this was a 5, 10, 15, 30 fucking 1 hour chart, we'd all be screaming, it's losing steam. But then again, well, actually, let's see. What does the S&P look like? S&P doesn't have fucking rounded tops. S&P just S&P doesn't. There's a rounded top. It cools off, comes up, cools off. Pretty much straight. This is pretty much like straight up and to the right. Pretty much right. This is rounded top, a decent cool off. Right. Then we continue. I'm not saying that's not going to happen. This is the 30s probably. Yeah, this is the 30s. So is it possible? Absolutely. To keep going. But all I'm saying. Oh wait, what was that? Why did I have that there? I don't remember. Look at gold. You can always repull that shit. Unmitigated. It's due for a cool low, right? But gold is different. Gold's a different beast, right? Boom, cool off. It has rounded bottoms, kind of. But not regular. This is a rounded bottom. This is not. But right, rounded bottom, boom, rounded bottom, boom. Tops are just quick. They're sharp. It's different. But then you look at Bitcoin, guys, and it's just different. You keep telling yourself that. I'm holding from the exactivity top to the exactivity bottom. Big brain. I like to have an idea of scenarios of what's going on, and I like to predict things ego-wise. But yeah, that's good. I'm just saying, guys, it's juicy stuff. Everyone's talking about this guy, which makes sense, right? If we were to break this, we come into it, come up, lower high, break it even more, right? Because if we break this and we come up here and this is the target, we break this guy, this is the target, we break this guy, this is the target. Holy shit balls, we're gonna die. So with that being said, I really want to catch this short. And yes, I would hold this. If I get my confirmation, because the problem is, Explode, this is not going to be a slow move, right? This is a fast move up. So what's going to happen is we're gonna, what I think, but now you should just take a day off and have some fun. My wife and daughter are already out. They're screwing off. When they get back, we're gonna hit the pool though. It's actually really nice out. We got sunshine and the beach goers are here. It's 79 degrees per Alexa. Never mind, ignore that, Alexa. But I think this is going to be like this. Boom. Right? Come down to a key area, take a profit. Consolidate. Boom. I want to get on this move. I want to get on this move. That's what I think is going to happen. And then eventually it may say something different. Have a beer. I don't have any. But what I do have, a little Buble action. I really don't drink anymore unless I'm with friends. I'll get after it. In a social setting, it's like I'm 0 or 100. It's a problem. It's a fun problem, though. It's a fun problem. I go from having no beers for like a month or two to I had fucking 13 beers last night. I feel like dog shit today and tomorrow. It takes days to recover now. A Buble. It's a bubbly water. It's seltzer. You're in Italy. You don't. Michael Bublé, the singer, he does the commercial. It's called bubbly water. Bubbly, but he calls it Buble. Any user. But yeah, see, losing steam. Bearish divergence. Monthly. Losing steam. Bearish divergence. However, the oscillator's got to make bearish divergence on the monthly, in my opinion, because it's a different, right? It's just different. It took a lot less money to move all the way up to this guy than it does to move it here, so it's just different. Yeah, I am. Hey, losing steam too. I'm also losing steam. 33 tomorrow. It's like, I don't know. I gotta start taking better care of my body because, in my mind, like after 40, like anything can just happen. I don't got many left. 786 in the 5 minute. I got short on this guy in ETH, but yeah, I agree. And even Sui looks like garbage. Did we take this high? We didn't. Link, yeah. See, Link broke bearish, so that could be a big. Maybe we are gonna dump today. See, I guess the other thing too, right? Dude, we're like fucking brothers, right? Except I married your twin. You're both a pain in the ass. Fucking Italians. Maybe we just bleed. Maybe today low volume, a lot of blood. Yeah, I mean, I don't even need to go to the gym, man. I just need to do like push-ups, sit-ups, and go for a fucking walk. Right? That's what I got. That's all I got to do, and I'll feel great. Doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. You just got to do something, and I'm doing nothing. I can do push-ups right now. Why would I want to do that? It's probably very difficult for me to do 20. That's embarrassing. I don't want to do that. I remember I did push-ups every time I lost a trade. I would do 50 push-ups. By my second week, I was doing 100, no problem. That doesn't take long. You just got to fucking do it. Don't get me that first week 50 push-ups. I had to space those puppies out. Yeah, smoking darts. Only social settings. Only social. I don't know what a photo is, but if it's not a nude, I don't want it. I'm kidding. I don't want that. Let's look at the others. Oh, Bitcoin dominance, actually. Let's check this bad boy out in the daily because I haven't looked at this in a long time. This is, wait, no, I gotta go to the weekly. Yeah, that's better. What? We swung, failed this, and we dump. Okay, let me put two charts together here if I can. I want others. I don't understand. Where'd it go? What is this, childproof? All right. We have other ways, other means to go top and bottom, just how she likes it. Let's go others. I just need to sync them up. Weekly, weekly. Yeah, see, okay. I want to come back here. How do I sync these up? I am out of it. I need to figure my stuff out. It's been too damn long for me being here doing this shit to not remember how to do this stuff. So, okay, so here we go, right? I'm assuming this is an altcoin season. Boom, right? Because we have Bitcoin consolidation, right? Bitcoin consolidation. And then we have this low. No, that high is the kind of the cat. And then we have this whole, what? We have this move up. So this move up is a move down. So that's got to be an altcoin season. That is March 30th. We'll call it April 2020 all the way to May 21. And then Bitcoin dominance goes down, and this stays. Actually, maybe I wonder if this is the altcoin season. Let's find out right now. So this is April of 21 to April of 22. You'd think I would know this stuff, but I don't. I don't know. Is Ethan considered what I'm looking at here? April of 2020. I said no. No, 21. Okay. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, April 21. No, we already had it. We already had it. Okay. So then it had to be the beginning of this drop then. This drop started December 2020. No, it started in November, right? November, October, November, December 2020. So the reason I'm talking about that, or I'm looking at that right now, remember, this is all off the cuff here. What happens? We break down, we come up, we SFP this high, break bearishly, boom. But now, I don't know if this chart works this way, but we're in a very high interest location, right? So we want this to start consolidating. This starts consolidation in 2019. So when it starts consolidating, is that right? Is that what it means then? Once Bitcoin consolidates, we have a year. We have a year before we pump, just about, right? And we haven't really consolidated yet. Or is this consolidation? I don't know. Are we even gonna consolidate? We want this up and sideways before it break down. So we are up on Bitcoin. We are not up on the others. Day. I don't really care about the day, just the month in general. I'm just looking at the overall trend, trying to see what's going on here, because what Bitcoin dumps March 21 to April 22. Okay, so that's the sideways movement on the alts before it starts dumping April 2022. And then once Bitcoin starts consolidating again, the altcoin dump. Okay. Yeah, once this consolidates, that consolidates, everything starts to bleed. There's a lot of, I don't know, uncertainty, I'll say, probably, most likely. Because like, if you look at this is COVID. Yeah, that's COVID. Um, we come down into the most recent demand, and then we take off. This, we come into a weekly order block, and then we dump. So, but then now this is kind of posturing differently, right? Let's do this. I don't need this anymore. Let's look at the others. Easy killer. Keep dumping. If you look at was I looking at something different? I don't understand. Yeah, this is it. I don't know why it's looking at. Was I looking at the daily maybe? I don't know. I don't care. Here? Yeah, no, it's the same. I don't know. It just looks different because it's on the big chart. Log. Cool. Right? We pump, but we SFP the low, came up, grabbed liquidity, we take off. Now we broke bearish. Now we kind of came up, grabbed the liquidity. Are we gonna roll over? Right? It's looking the exact opposite of good. Right? It's looking the exact opposite of good. And we came in here, so maybe we're coming back down towards this guy. I'm gonna draw this out, and I'm gonna mark the day I do this. No, I didn't. I don't have a Twitter. I do, but I don't go on it. This is gonna be bullish demand. What's today? June 19th. Let's see if we bounce here. Sweet. I mean, that would be a bounce location. This in general would be a bounce location, right? This in general would be, I would say, down to here because this kind of already grabbed this liquidity. So my thoughts is just this in general, but ideally this zone. And then after that guy, we did tap into this, but we have that big pump zone. And today is the day to go over this stuff because there is low volume. So why not look at it? Now, granted, I know this is all to the downside, but I can't predict up until it's looking up. Everything is looking up, and everything is not looking up right now. So basically, if what I would say, I mean, this is a long zone, right? This is a 786, right? We're bullish. We come back down. We reject. We come up. But we're also still posturing down. Candle-wise, are we going to break lower? This is a weak break, right? Weak break, we go down. Same shit, right? That's just how it works. Double top, double top. This is double top inside of the top of the range. It's I don't know. Like it's actually, it's funny. I was talking to a friend. I want to say it was like 2 years ago. Let's see. I want to say it was like around Christmas time in 23. So over here somewhere, which would make sense. Where did I pull this? Yeah, so I pulled it here. Okay, good. So that actually makes a lot of sense because I never look at this freaking chart. I told him that I think we're going down, and we're going down to this guy. The dollar's going down to $97. And he said, "You're an idiot." We're not fucking far off, guys. I mean, we were right there. We got down to 97.71. I said 97 even. So it would be even lower than that. It'd be, but not much. I said 97 even. Appreciate you. Yeah, guys, like that. Come on, smash the like. Please. Thank you, Wags. And you said you're crazy because we were up, Tony. We were definitely up here at the time. We already broke these highs. So no. I think this is all just going to be a liquidity grab to come down. Bullish stuff, and then eventually it's just going to bleed. And that's it. It looks to be the case. Let's go to the monthly. I mean, I know TA on the dollar is wild, but everything works this way. It's unbelievable. If you're just patient and you zoom out and you find the proper time frame for the proper day to make your trade, it's insane how easy this is. We make it difficult because we want more money. We want it now. We want it faster. We fuck it up. Slow down. I gotta eat. I'm getting nauseous. No, we ain't going down to 81. What year is this? 2014? So it's got to be 08. Yeah, the 08 crash. So 2001. Is there a real estate thing I can look at quick? Because look at the dollar. The dollar bleeding since 2002. That's a 2002. We're bleeding all the way to 08. 08 is the real estate crash. 07, 08. Let's find something quick. Let's see. I'm going to ask ChatGPT quick. Hang tight. Housing market. I know we're getting off topic, but this is juicy stuff, no? So, all right. So ChatGPT said, I'll tell you what I said to it. I said, are there real estate charts or whatever I can follow on TradingView? It said yes, broke down a few. I said, is there one I can view to potentially spot tops and bottoms of the trends if I put that together with the US dollar? I said, absolutely. Vanguard Real Estate ETF, if you're looking for one go-to, how to spot tops and bottoms, I don't care about that. Okay. Let's fuck around a bit, shall we? Okay. We are on the monthly of the real estate. What is this? 2020. So this is COVID, right? Everyone gets scared. Boom, we crash. Shit gets fucking nuts. Okay. So we're bullish and we're at a retest. We're bullish. We had a retest. We internally broke bullish again with another retest of a monthly order block. This is insane. You guys can tell me to kick rocks. This is boring, but this is juicy stuff to me. So this has got to be 07. 07. Boom. 06, 07. Yeah, 07. February 2007. I'm just going to draw this. Let me figure out some hotkeys here. By hotkeys, I mean just let me figure some shit out. What's up, Andrew? Good morning. I forgot how I did this. There's a thing. Oh yeah, here it is. Obviously, you see it, but like, this is the juicy stuff. Oh, te carece. Okay, that's 2007. This is 2009. So we have 2007, February 2007. It's a local crash. I mean, there's so much leading up to it, but the U.S. dollar, let's just start from the tippity top here. I hate how my side scroll doesn't work. I really need to buy a new mouse. I'm just gonna give it to it. I'm not gonna fight with it. Okay. There's the rest. You see the rest now. So we came up. This is so stupid where we are right now. This is stupid. Okay. So the US dollar, we came up. This is the 07. No, it's 05. Okay, but that led into it. So I'm going to assume. Let me make sure my trade's not absolutely going the wrong way here. Potentially starting to, though. I don't need to watch myself. I just need to chat. Cool. All right, so that's 05. This is, bear with me, guys. I know this is horribly boring, but it's interesting to me. So the dollar's going down, right? Real estate is getting juicy, right? No, wait. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't go back far enough. So that started at 05, right? Dollar was going down. Real estate's getting crazy, right? And then it's just 07, 07, 08, 08, 08, 08, 08, 08. Boom! Death. Now nobody can leave. It's scary. We're going up again. See, I wish this went back further. What is this? 2000. What happened in 2016? Anything happened? 2015, February, 2016, 2013, May. What do these pullbacks do? This is COVID. What is this one? 2021. Is that Biden? I don't know. Damn, I really wish this went back further, man. Let's Let's drop down to the weekly. So this is the crash here. Yes, it does. It does break bearishly, right? We come down, we retest, we're chopping. This has got to be Biden. And we broke bullishly again. So you see, yeah, okay, so maybe not. I don't know. It's not as easily correlated as I was hoping. Especially if the dollar gets really weak, the real estate's going to get even stronger, which is, I can't even fathom higher housing prices right now. But this isn't a rejection zone, right? It is, even though we're bullish on the dollar. So if we break higher on the dollar gets stronger. Now the prices, I mean, they come up, yeah, but nothing. And this isn't even a direct correlation to housing prices, right? Because it's not even the same. So like pre-COVID, a $250,000 house to a $300,000 house, it's literally selling for double, if not more than double where I live. It's selling for $600,000 to $700,000, $550,000 on the absolute low end. All right, unless it's an absolute teardown, they're still getting offers for $450,000. That's how competitive it still is. I know because I'm doing it, and I'm still getting outbid. So this is not a direct correlation, right? Because if that was the case, pre-COVID, right, we'll just say it's over here. The chart should be basically up here, right? And it's not. And if that was the case, if it's up there and the US dollar starts to pump again, it would make sense for the real estate market to kind of come down, no? When was the last time I did that? That's what I'm saying, dude. It's crazy. This is not sustainable, and I think it's all relevant. I really do. I know people are probably like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" This is relevant. It's all going to go together if it goes. It's hard to say with Trump in office what's going to happen, right? It could go really good. It could go really bad. So, all right, real estate and the dollar are crashing together, or more sideways action, going down. The dollar's going up now. Everything's kind of going up together. COVID, we're both sideways. So it's actually directly correlated, actually. That's very interesting. Not directly, but close enough, right? So the dollar goes up, real estate goes up. So the dollar crashes, real estate crashes. So what happened over here was the dollar was crashing and real estate was going up. We locked it in, guys. Dollar was crashing. Dollar was getting worth less. People were buying a shit ton of real estate. Mortgages have been given out for free at that point. The mortgages were all fucked up. And people couldn't afford them. Everybody was getting them. So therefore, you're giving away free money. The value of that dollar goes down. The housing prices are still fucking staying strong, going, or the market in general is staying strong. This is not housing prices. This is just an overall of the market. And then eventually it catches up, and then 08 happens. And we've been trickling up together ever since. So if the value of the dollar goes down, it's saying right now, looking at this, that the value of the houses are going to go down. So to me, it just, all right, we're just going to say that's all we needed to hear. And we're going to go back to the dollar. And you can't tell me it doesn't look, I don't care if those stay there. 2001. Yeah, so I remember. So my father was he worked for an excavation company, then owned his own excavation company. He was so fucking busy. He built his house we moved in. Was it New Year's Day of '99 or New Year's Day of 2000? This motherfucker was digging foundations for himself for a couple builders he was in business with, right? One hand washed the other. He was digging foundations 7 days a week, 12 to 15-hour days. I shit you not. It was insane. For years, he was doing that. He was making stupid money. Stupid. So stupid that he didn't know how to budget because it never didn't matter, right? Tomorrow was another day. He's going to get paid in cash in a paper bag, another, 10, 20 grand. Ridiculous. He was making so much money. So that makes so much sense because the 2000s, early 2000s, shit was crazy, right? Once again, real estate's going crazy. Housing market or the prices of everything is going down. And it eventually caught up to it and everything fucking dumped. Okay. Now everything's trickling up. Let's just go here. What? How did that happen? We broke bullishly again, right? We had a retest. This is so stupid. And now we're bullish again. This is a long zone on the dollar. It makes sense where we are with the tariffs and Trump being in office and power and yada, yada, yada. It makes sense. But it's also in a short zone, meaning if they lower these interest rates and they turn that printer on, the dollar is going to dump. And that's good for Bitcoin. That's good for risk on assets to a certain extent. To a certain extent. All right, because we'll say from 08 to 2022, the dollar is relatively up. I got to go way back. There, I know Bitcoin is not a thing in 08. Just bear with me here. I don't know why I have the XC chart. So 2010, right? Remember, 08, 2022, everything is up. October of 2009, up, 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 up. It's still kind of up. We did our 2021, November 21 to December 22. This is the bear market, right? That's the bear market. The bear market. November 21 to December 2022. We go down. The dollar goes up. And now we consolidate with the dollar. And Bitcoin rips again. 2020 to 21, Bitcoin goes up. 2020 to 21, dollar goes down. Bitcoin goes up. So long-term stretched out view, it's definitely, it's adversely correlated, but sometimes I'm telling you right now, like this shit moves together a lot. I'm still calling for lower prices on Bitcoin. But if the dollar does flip, I mean, it makes sense that the dollar gets fucking bullish. We're still bullish, right? We're still bullish until we break. See, that's ridiculous to break, though. We'll call it $90 even for argument's sake. If we don't go below $90, right? So $1 would be worth 90 cents, essentially. If we don't go below that, we're still bullish on the dollar. The dollar goes up, Bitcoin goes down. Guys, this is crazy. Look, I'm jazzed up right now. I'm jazzed up. I got coffee. I got bublé's. My vape ran out though. That's a sad day. I haven't done it in a couple of days. Wife's been home. I haven't done it. I haven't been sitting here this much. She's been keeping me busy. Good. Cool. All right. End of rant. That was pretty cool. So I guess more of the stories. Let's maybe. What's today? You got a. I'll just look at it every Monday. I'll start looking at the dollar to see what it's doing. I'll just start doing that. So I guess my prediction would be if the dollar breaks above, right? Because we've been bearish. Since January. We've been bearish on the dollar. And it's kind of been, I mean, ups and downs, right? But there's been a lot of bullshit in between. So I don't need, that's why it's like, I guess looking out more macro, like the week is more important because there's been all this news is going to affect the price, right? The tariff stuff, Iran, China, the Russia Ukraine stuff. This I don't even pay attention to it, but I know there's a lot of shit going on. All the riots that are going on right now in America, like it's getting crazy. So the sideways makes sense. This is a lot of movement up and down, a lot of money to be made here. But more macro, if you're looking at the weekly, the monthly, like it's really not. We're chilling, right? We're chilling. Um, so yeah, I mean, we break above. We'll just call it the daily, the dollar on the daily. If we break above $102, what about the weekly? It's also, so we're going to go by the weekly. If we break above $1.02 or 102, not good for Bitcoin. Okay, kind of hit my target, but because we did dip in here. We don't have to go lower, but yeah, we go above 102, not good for risk on assets. If we go, I mean, we would just have to drop. I don't know. We'd have to break below 97.6. I'd probably even say lower. This zone here is important. I mean, that's the shitty part. We have to go below 94.50, and that could potentially be super bullish. But keep in mind that this is also a bounce zone for the dollar, so something bullish may happen down here. Dollar wise, bearish for risk on assets, like Bitcoin. Complex shit, ain't it? All these people that do like all this economical stuff, the Fed, Jerome Powell. I know everyone hates on them, but like, dude, you have to know so much shit to be able to calculate all this stuff to figure out when's the right time to do what and this and that and keep it as balanced as you possibly can. I know people, we need to cut rates. Why do we need to cut rates? What's the point of cutting rates unless you have an investment that you want to go up? Because they cut rates, people are going to borrow money to invest it, and or that's going to show signs of bad economy, so they're going to start printing money. So you want that because you want your stuff to go up, you want more money. But is it the right time for the economy to do that? Are we in a place where that's necessary? I say no. I don't think so. But and I want to buy a house, so I want these rates to go lower. I just don't think rate cuts now are happening. Maybe in the fall, but I wouldn't be surprised if we only get one this year. Um, until this whole tariff stuff really gets ironed out. Otherwise, I can't see it happening. Any hooser. I wish. So this is showing. I got in a rant today. I'm just feeling froggy. The 5-day. But this is it. The whole thing's coming up. Boom, we came up, broke bearish, broke bullish on the 5-day. The 2-day we broke bearish again. Weak break though, but the daily is a juicy break. We are in a short zone. So I mean, this is telling us that the market in general, the real estate market in general, could be coming down. Does that mean the dollar is going to be coming down with it? It's tough to say because, like I said, before 2008, it wasn't right what they were doing. It wasn't right. The math didn't add up, which is why they had such a bad crash in 07, 08, whatever the hell it happened. 09 maybe. Early 09? Oh wait, we'll call it the middle. Insane. And now we're breaking bullish or breaking bearish. Came back up. We're grabbing some. Are we going to continue up or are we going to roll right over? Weekly is looking. Like I said, this is a bullish bounce. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. This is insane. I wish it was more clear. I want to know things. Dollar goes up, real estate goes up. Makes sense, right? Because of inflation. But if they get inflation under control again, the real estate market should kind of crash. I don't know. Anybody understand that more than I do? Talk to me. Talk dirty to me. Because I mean, real estate's a safe investment, anyways, right? So like, if inflation goes down, we have low inflation, we have low interest rates, free money for credit cards, for real estate, for mortgages, for everything, right? It's a whole. I know they're not all perfectly linked one to one, but the entire system as a whole have cheap rates. Is it more profitable to put your stuff in real estate or into the stock market or the markets in general? Whatever they are, whatever you want to invest in. Let's see if ChatGPT gave me a different chart quick. Wife's home. I got to go in 2 minutes. $2022 top. Yep, this is it. So basically, this is the tightening, right? This is the rate hikes. This is what we're doing with the rate hikes, which makes sense. We've been going through it for a couple of years now. Okay. I'm going to look more into this. I'll get back to you guys on it, but that's really all I got. I don't have time for much more because this kid's going to come in screaming. And it's also kind of nap time, so we'll see what happens. But long story short, on a whole lot of nothing, low volume today. I'm still looking down. Whether today we range or not, I don't know. But bigger picture, I wouldn't be surprised if we bleed, and at least S&P this low. If we break all that, I'm looking at this demand zone all the way down here at 1872. On ETH, on the Bitcoin, same jazz, guys. Right, this is a lower high. I'm looking for this low to be taken at least down here. This 102.6, we'll call it 102.65, 102.7, easy. To 100,000 even, we break that. I'm looking all the way down 98 even, all the way downwards of 93 even. But that's all I got for you guys. It's time to go. Wife and kid are home. Appreciate y'all stopping by. We'll catch you next time. Later.